Now, for example, how do we use it? You can see here I've written there the das. So what is this there the das? So this is the there the das thing. For example, I have to ask that, ma'am, what is the third question? Could you repeat the third question? So third question. Now question means Frage. And Frage is a feminine noun in German, die Frage. So if the noun is feminine, we add die dritte Frage. That means the third question. Now the third, for example, I ask you, Samriddhi, what is the third day of the week? So third day. Day is Tag and Tag is masculine. So I would say, was is there dritte Tag? So if the Tag is masculine, so this dritte will change to die dritte, their dritte. So this there, the das will change upon or will keep on changing with the noun for which noun we are using. Next is the kind. Kind is das kind, neutral. So for example, if I have to ask you, what is the name of your third child? So third child, third is the ordinal, dritte, and child is kind. So das, dritte, kind. Das, dritte, kind. So this there, the das will depend upon for which noun we are using. Yeah. Which noun we are using there, the das. Now, the most used form of ordinal Salen is the date one. Because normally, the first thing, erster, zweiter, dritter is something we don't use often. But when we talk about dates, for example, if I ask you that, when do you have your birthday? So you need to tell me that in days, like I have my birthday on 5th August, 7th November. So basically, this form comes into use more often when it comes to ordinal Salen. So this form is nothing, it's just en form. Ersten, zweiten, dritten, vierten, fünften, sechsten, siebten, achten, neunten, zehnten, elften, zwölften, similarly dreizehnten, vierzehnten, fünfzehnten, sechzehnten, siebzehnten, achtzehnten, neunzehnten, zwanzigsten. I do zwanzigsten. The same thing. From 20, it will take STEN. So now if I have to say that my birthday is on 2nd January, so I would say it like this. Let me say it so that you can also talk about your birthdays. Learning part, you can do it with time, no hurry. But then, yeah, let's see. So if I have to say, yeah, we can, two ways we can say it. Either we can begin it. For example, am 2. Januar. Okay, whenever we write the ordinal Salen in German, we always write it with dot. Remember, zwei oder dot. We write it with point. Am 2. Januar. Am 2. Januar habe ich Geburtstag. That means on 2nd January, I have my birthday. So when the sentence would be am 2. Januar. So I'm using the TN form. So it is 2. Januar. Habe ich Geburtstag. So if I ask you, Samriddhi, wann haben Sie Geburtstag? So how do you say? You have the list in here. This is a list for the dates. So how do you say, when do you have your birthday? Wann haben Sie Ihr Geburtstag?
Mein Geburtstag ist am 7.
7 was 7th and then month?
November.
Okay, 7. November. Very good. Mein Geburtstag ist am 7. November. Okay, Ashwin, wann ist Ihr Geburtstag?
Mein Geburtstag ist am 27. November.
27.
20. Okay.
November. You are on 27th November.
Yep.
That's such a okay. Yeah. And Sana, wann haben Sie Ihr Geburtstag?
Mein Geburtstag ist 2. Januar.
Ist am.
Ist am 2.
Heh, same. My God. Okay, now okay, Samriti, 7th November. She has no coincidence. Samriti, Sana is having, if it is 2nd January, then it's with me. I am also 2nd January born. And then Ashwin, I do have a friend named Ashwin, and he's like very, because we are, like we people are from an app called Star Maker. That's a app for singers, like we sing. So I got that person there. His name is also Ashwin, and you and him, you both like share the birthday on same date. It's on he's also having a birthday on 27th November. I was like, how come it can be such a coincidence? So yeah. So it's like you both have the same date, and Sana and me have the same date. Samriddhi, you are not having the same date, so you are the odd one out, I feel. Okay, good. So this is Swighton's now, okay. Apart from the birthdays, how do we use it? For example, let's say, okay, I told you that day after tomorrow you have your test. Yeah. So day after tomorrow is which date? Ein Moment, bitte. Just a moment. Yeah. So I told you the test we have on day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow is which date? That is 14th April. Yeah. So how do we say that on 14th April we have the test?
14. April.
Am,
Am 14.
April. Yeah.
Haben
Wir haben
das.
test. Wir haben test. Okay, so am 14. April. Okay, one thing you need to talk about it right now, even though you can, because this is not a grammar topic, you have, this is a topic that is coming up, like we have not started with it, but whenever we take the day's name or date's name in the first position, for example, am 14. April, am 2. Januar, second position doesn't change. It's the verb. You cannot say am 2. Januar, ich habe Geburtstag. No. Am 2. Januar, that is the first place. Second place is reserved for the verb. So am 2. Januar habe ich Geburtstag. The subject pronoun can change its place, but the verb will remain at the second position. So this is the first thing. Am 2. Januar, it is the thing, it will remain in the first. And then habe will remain in the second position. So this is something you'll be learning right in the 4th chapter. Okay, in the 4th chapter, as I told you, from 4th chapter, the grammar will go up ahead. It will take a step forward. And it will be very necessary for you to keep making the exercises from the Arbeitsbuch. I don't know how much did you do it from the Arbeitsbuch till chapter 3. I kept it on you. Like if you want to do it, you can. If you want to do it slowly, you can. But from chapter 4th, we'll be doing the exercises in the class itself and as a homework itself, for which I'll be needing a regular check that are you doing it or not, because the verbs are getting, you will be having a new topic, which is the accusative case, nominative case. We were learning right now. In the nominative case, you heard or you did this thing, right? Ich bin, and then ich habe. You did, for example, ich habe Auto or ich habe ein Auto. Yeah. So you did this, and moreover, you did like ich bin, for example, let's say ich bin Lehrerin. Yeah, so this was the nominative case basically, in which we already used subject, that is ich, and we used the verb, nothing, and then we used the adjective. But then we'll be coming or we'll be seeing some examples of the next, which is ich habe. So this is the subject. And do you think what is Auto here in English? If I ask you that this sentence contains a subject, so what is the Auto? I have a car. So this car is what? Ich is the subject. So the car will become what? Think. How many? There are two things with which we make a sentence. First is subject. Second is object. So Auto, what do you think Auto is? Do you know what is the difference in subject and object? English learners? What is object and what is subject?
Subject is the when you talk about it,
Now, kind of subject is?
like the word which
Okay. And then what is object? Super.
I forgot object. I was remembering.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So basically we can, okay, let's take an example here. I eat an apple. So in this sentence, what is subject? What is object? Can you tell me?
I will be the subject.
So apple is the
Object.
So what is this object is telling what? The action of object, maybe the action of subject. What is the subject doing? Right? The subject is eating the apple. So subject and object are like that. If you have a clear, I don't know, Ashwin and Samriddhi. Okay, let's talk about another example. I have. Okay, I have an elder brother. So now in this sentence, Ashwin, what do you think? What's the subject and what's an object?
Subject is
I,
object is
brother. And why do you think brother is a subject? Sorry, brother is the object here.
because he is I related to it.
Okay. Okay. Samriddhi, what's your concept of subject and object? Because in order
I
to
is
deal
the
with the German, yeah.
I is the I don't know.
Okay, English base, I think, kind problem. It's not necessary. Okay, but then I would just request, or suggest a suggestion that just go and read the English sentences of subject and object. Yeah, what are the basic, not the thorough reading is required, so that when I give you the German sentences, you should be able to understand that which is subject and which is object. You are doing it right now. It's not a difficult thing, I feel. But still, in order to do it more confidently, I would just request you to write down subject and object in English in the Google and just see some of the sentences and just try to figure out which is subject and which is object. And why do we consider this as a subject and why do we consider this as an object?